Welcome to another edition of Dickard with Dave. How's everybody doing today? So, last night went to the Trap and Gilt. I had a great time, met some great people. Got some footage, but we'll get her uploaded here in a little bit and see what we can do with it. The audio's not that great, but we were in a bar. We were having a good time. It was fun. You like that kind. So, but we should get onto the rocket stove, eh? Don't you think? Considering the Steels is here now, let's get into it. So, we'll let me get some things set up. We'll get the welder set up. We'll get some tools out, and we'll get on her. So I'll be right back. Well, for frig's sakes, boys, I can't find the bloody electrical tape. Like, I need it. Like, what the hell? Why can't I find it? There's usually tons of it around here. Now I can't find any. So, jeez. Okay, well, we got the electrical tape. So, now we can actually get into what we were wanting to do. So, let's get into this. Smoke cigarettes! Okay, so if you guys remember from the last video about the rocket stove, we took the valve out, we chopped the bottom off, so we got to that point. Next point, we are using 4x4 by 1/8 box tubing. It was from a boiler job that me and the Jameis did here, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, then it was just left over, so I got him to bring some over. Because it'll work perfect for this project that we're building. So what we did was we measured the height of the propane tank, because we don't want the riser tube that goes in the center of the rocket heater right tight against the bottom of the top of the tank. So what I did was I measured from the weld on the tank, from the dome of the top of the tank, subtracted 1.5 inches, and then made my measurements. So what we're going to do is two cuts will be straight, the two opposing cuts will be 45s, and we'll get that cut up, we'll get it set up, we'll get some ticky-tackies on it with the welders, and we'll get her welded up, and we'll move into the next part of the project. But first, let's have a word on safety for all them safety dicks out there. So, approved safety eyewear. And yes, I will be wearing gloves. So let's get into this. Let's make some pretty sparks fly. Can you saunt me? I can saunt you. Now we just join them. So then we get our 45. Make sure I don't light myself on fire. Safety third, boys. Safety third. So, there we go. There's our 45. We got our. So what we'll do now is we'll just we'll put a little bit of a bevel on the edges, and we'll get the welder out and we'll start doing some ticky-tackies. want good penetration with the weld. And I guess maybe we should clean a spot off for the ground, eh? Okay, let's get the welder out. Okay guys, well we got the welder out, got her all set up, so let's check this thing for square and we'll get some ticky-tackies and we'll get her fitted up, get her in. Well, would you look at that? You would think it was just perfect. It's not decorative yet. Make sure it's turned on so I don't blind myself, because the DWD has done that before. Yeah, like put the frickin' bucket on and then hit an arc and then, oh, what happened? Big dumb goof can't see no more. So let's throw a couple tacks on here. Something happened. Now we're on. All Big Dumb Goof can see is orange dots at the moment. We will recheck for square. Where did I put that now? Oh, deck! Oh yeah, it's right there. Still square. Ticky-tack, ticky-tack. We'll just give her a ticky-tack. Well, boys, what do you think? Should we, we'll recheck her for square again, and maybe we'll burn this all in? What do you think, Ben? She stayed square. Let's burn her in, boys. Let's burn her in. I think I might be out of welding gas. Getting damn close. Hopefully we got enough to get her done. I hope, boys, I hope we got enough. Shall we? I'm bridging quite the gap here, so I'm having a little bit of a hard time. I'm just using a little briefcase MIG, so I'm not hooked up to a big power supply or nothing, so just doing the best I can, boys, doing the best I can. Because other than that, this wouldn't be Dickard with Dave now, would it? That, and she'd work a heck of a lot better if I had 220 out here, but I don't, so I'm only using 110. Yeah, like, look at that slop right there, eh? Like, wow. So, I guess let's flip this over. We'll do the inside, because I don't think I've done that yet. No. Flip this over, we'll do the inside, and then I'll do the other side. Well, maybe we'll do it like this. Watch your eyeballs! Just turn the heat down a little. Maybe that'll help. Way better, boys. Way better. Yeah, I think I'm out of gas, boys. I think I'm out of gas. So I think we might have to happened. Well, boys, we had to run in the house and dump my phone because, yeah, we ran out of room for making the movie. So we're back at her now. So we'll just get this last weld finished up, and then we'll huck this off the bench, and we'll huck the tank up, and we'll cut the slot that we need in the side of the tank for this to fit in. And then we'll start rigging that all up. So let's burn some wire. Oh, what happened? Big dumb goof turned the welder off when he thought he turned it on. And he's got to turn his bucket on too. So we got to get this done because we got to go work for the wrestling dicks tonight. So I'll be over at the PWAs. So we'll get some wrestling footage for tomorrow's movie, I think. We'll see. Maybe if I get home early enough, maybe I'll post another one up tonight from the wrestling dicks. But, well, let's get this done. Nickels, boys. Straight nickels. I got one little spot in here to fill, and there we go. So let's throw this down. Let's get the tank up here. Oh, I think I may have to chop. Well, we will need a little piece of this to make our outline for where it will insert into the tank. So I think I may have to chop some of that off. It's got a plate on the top anyway, so I'm going to have to cut it at some point. But I also want to take something, and we need to have a feed tube. So the rocket goes up, so this goes up the rocket, this comes out the side of the tank, and then we need a feeder so that we can take our wood, our sticks, and stand it up. So that essentially it will auto feed. That's what we're going for here. So we want as much heat as we can get for the least amount of wood we got to burn. So let's get switched over here. Okay, so while I was off camera here, I did some figuring out. And what we need is from center line of the top of the tank, from the vessel, we need 12 inches. So measured in the 2 inches for the center, measured out 12 inches. So we'll mark that all out, and you can't even see what I was pointing at because I'm a big goof. But yeah, so come in center line, 2 inches on the riser. We're going to chop this off 12 inches. It's going to be awesome because we like that kind. Yeah, so the big dumb goof was here, and he was dicking around with a Sharpie, and Sharpies don't mark with frig. And then he remembered, hey, I got some soapstone. There, now we can saunt it. Because I'm too lazy to go get the chop saw, we're just going to use the death wheel on this again. Yeah, so we got PWA tonight. Got to go see those dicks. And then we got CWE tomorrow in the afternoon. So, big weekend of wrestling shows we got to go to. Okay, well, let's cut this up. I have on the approved safety glasses because it's safety third. Well, that compressor just fired up, so I better turn the welder off. And we might have to wait for the compressor to turn off before we can cut this. Because the big dumb goof needs more power out in the shops. So one day we'll get around to making a movie about getting more power out here. So we'll just wait for a minute. Time for the death wheel. Oh, frick! Why does everything gotta be just deckard? Uno más, one more cut. And how are we going to do this? I guess we'll do it like this. Should I maybe get a clamp? Nah, we'll risk it. Whoa! There we go. There is our part that goes inside the tank. So now what we got to figure out is our feeding system. because we want, I have another piece of this tubing because I may make this taller, but we want to be able to control the air on the front. So I need to notch a hole on 2 sides and keep these sides, but I need to make it so that the air can chooch through. Because then we want it all to go up the stovepipe. So I'm going to do some figuring out here for a minute, and we'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, I gotta go. I gotta go get done getting ready for tonight. So we're going to end this here. I'm going to clean some stuff up. We'll get Big Red parked back in here, and yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit.